How's it going, guys? Welcome to Onslaught Reviews. My name is Adam, and today we're talking about Three from Hell. Alright, so Three from Hell is the newest movie directed by Rob Zombie. Now, I've been a fan of Rob Zombie stuff ever since I was a kid. You know, listening to White Zombie and then his solo stuff, and freaking when I first heard that he was going to do any movie, that being House of a Thousand Corpses, I was just freaking out like, what the hell is this guy going to do with a movie? And when I saw it, I freaking loved it. You know, freaking, it was so bloody and disgusting, and it, you know, freaking, looking back on it now, it's very much in the vein of that, like, 70s exploitative kind of horror stuff, and it's so cool, and it's very unique to Rob Zombie's style as a director, and he's really taken it pretty much to the nth degree through, like, Devil's Rejects and Lords of Salem, and freaking everything he's done has that Rob Zombie tinge to it, so when I heard that he was going to be doing a sequel to Devil's Rejects with Three from Hell, I was super excited to see where he was going to take these characters, and I was not disappointed. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the characters, because the cast does such a great job reprising these roles and introducing new characters into the kind of Firefly family, as it were, that, you know, it warrants talking about. So, Bill Moseley, Sherry Moon Zombie, Sid Haig all come back to reprise their characters as Otis Driftwood, Baby Firefly, and Captain Spaulding. And they all do an awesome job, you know, freaking Sid Haig only has like a little bit of time because he was really sick at the time, and freaking, you know, because he just passed away in September, you know, R.I.P. Sid. But he does a great job, and freaking Bill Moseley freaking as Otis Driftwood, it's just so awesome to see him work, and that character is so freaking twisted and very Charles Manson, but freaking, like, in a weird way, like, he almost kind of seems like a hero, and it's funny because they kind of play that off in the movie a little bit, and if you go and check it out, freaking, you'll see what I mean, but, it's just awesome. And then they introduce a new character in the name of Foxy, played by Richard Brack, and that guy, every time I see this guy in movies, whether it's freaking this movie or 31 that he was in, that's another Rob Zombie movie, or just anything, it's just so awesome to see him work because he always plays the most twisted, fucked up characters, and he's so fucking good at it that, like, I want to see him play these characters all the fucking time. They need to put him in so many fucking movies right now. Just, if you have a horror movie, put him in somewhere, just anywhere. Even if it's for 5 fucking seconds, just put him in. But for me, the biggest performance that I really enjoyed the most was Sherry Moon Zombie as a Baby Firefly, because she really took that character and just gave it another cool twist of freaking just insanity, and freaking, it was very weird because freaking Baby Firefly in The Devil's Rejects was very much, like, still unhinged and, you know, a psychopath, but she was very much focused, you know what I mean? But, with Three from Hell, because she's been locked up for, like, 3 years, and she's just been alone, like, in solitary and shit like that, you know, she's been kind of losing her mind, and frickin' the screws have been kind of getting kind of loose, and she's starting to hallucinate shit, and fucking just kind of, I don't know, she just seems so much more twisted, and, like, freaking, like, even more, like, freaking, like, you don't know what she's gonna do, and I think that makes her so much more, like, predatorial and stuff like that, and she really plays it so cool, and, like, freaking, it was just it's just awesome to see her work, and it was one of the things that I really enjoyed about this movie, so, yeah, all in all, the cast did a fucking fantastic job. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is Rob Zombie as a director, specifically. I really find Rob Zombie's directing style very unique. Because he grew up loving frickin' like 70s culture and frickin' that's his stuff, and a lot of his movies tend to kind of gear towards that a little bit, not counting movies like Lords of Salem or the Halloween remakes. Frickin' he has a very specific way of directing movies like this and frickin' making them very kind of like it's almost like he's paying homage to that 70s kind of exploitative horror that I mentioned earlier. And it's really unique to see, you know, because frickin' I'd say Rob Zombie is another one of those directors that has a very unique style that, like, if you were to be shown just like a split-second scene of one of his movies, you can tell that it's a Rob Zombie movie because of frickin' the way he shoots it. It's very much like frickin' like Quentin Tarantino or frickin' David Fincher or something like that. There's a lot of frickin' directors that have a very specific style, and Rob Zombie's is very unique in the way that frickin' he's very kind of like, I'd almost say like a guerrilla style filmmaker. You know, he's very much frickin' into like frickin' going in there and frickin' getting frickin' like the most craziest shots, and frickin' the way he does it is just so interesting to me, and frickin' he puts so much attention to detail into these movies that you'd never know unless you watch the special features, that it's cool to see him work like that, and frickin' it's actually very inspiring to someone like me who's really into film and into music, to see someone that puts so much effort into a movie like this because he cares, you know? And frickin' that kind of stuff really kind of sticks in for me, you know, as a fan of his work, so top notch. So, the last thing I want to talk about with this movie, and it's really the only gripe I have with this movie, and I know what you're gonna say, frickin', oh, fuck you, but I'd be doing myself and you a disservice if I didn't bring this up, because if you're a fan of Rob Zombie, I kind of feel that you're going to notice this too, and I just want you to be prepared. So, the general story of Three from Hell is really similar to the story plot of Devil's Rejects. You know, frickin', it's kind of crazy, you know, it almost kind of hits the same beats. And frickin', I don't know, it's just, I wish that with a movie like this that they would have gone a different way. And now they do frickin' do a different take on it. You know, it is a different movie than The Devil's Rejects, but there's story beats from The Devil's Rejects that are hit that are the exact, like, basically the exact same as Three from Hell. Just twisted into a new thing. Now, does it hinder me liking this movie at all? Not really. But, like I said, I just wanted to bring that up because frickin', like I said, if you're a fan of Rob Zombie and you've seen The Devil's Rejects and you're, you know, really excited to see Three from Hell and you haven't seen it yet, just be ready for that and kind of think about that while you're watching the movie, you know, frickin', but, anyways, I'm rambling. Alright, so all in all, I really enjoyed Three from Hell. It was a solid frickin' movie, it was a great addition to Rob Zombie's repertoire of horror movies and just fucked up shit that he loves to do. And, I have no problem giving Three from Hell 4 out of 5. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Stay tuned for the end of October though, because I'm planning on putting a special Halloween-themed review out for, Evil Dead 2. And, yeah, so stay tuned for that. Frickin', if you like this video, go ahead and frickin' like it, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I'm at Adam_Onslaught1. Links are all in the description and all that kind of stuff. And, until then, see you in the next review.